We want food. We want food. We want food. We want food. So, my little breakfast this morning is going to be one of these snacks. It's a can of chicken salad, a few crackers, and a minuscule spoon for spreading it on there. But the calories, we've got 150 calories in one part, 80 in the other, so that's 230. For protein, we get 10 grams of protein in this. That probably says it on the outside, yeah. Let's just check the sodium. Sodium is 230 or 10% and 6%. So 16% of your sodium, that's not too bad. So dieting. I was hoping, I have really bad sleep apnea, really bad. My test number was 84. I've been on these machines that you put over your face, the face mask. It's like sleeping with a wheezing spider on your face. That's how pleasant it is. You know, you get used to it though, but it's funny. Most people have trouble when they start. And it's like, I don't know how long I've been doing it. I've been trying to figure out, I gotta ask my sleep doctor how many years I've been doing it, but I'm having a problem later. And so, you know, you start getting targeted ads. Someone figures out in the advertising world that I have sleep apnea, right? And so I'm constantly getting these commercials for Zepbound. Now, what is Zepbound? Well, I'm not completely familiar with it, but it's an injectable. You would inject it into yourself once a week. I assume it's something like an EpiPen or something like that. And it curbs your appetite, supposedly. And curbing the appetite, hopefully, as you eat less. And that can dramatically affect your sleep apnea if you have obstructive sleep apnea that's actually coming from some type of fat situation. But the thing is, most people that have obstructive sleep apnea who have had the surgery to actually remove that fat in their throat and stuff still end up needing the machine. So it must do something else too, and that's the part I'm not too clear on. So besides being a weight loss appetite suppressant, it might do something directly to minimize the sleep apnea. But of course, it's wicked expensive. And technically, my apneas are controlled if you average everything out, you know. But if it's like I have big spikes where I have a lot of apneas one night, then I'm tired for like a week or two after. You know, I need all kinds of good nights to make up for a couple bad nights. So you've got these bad nights, then you've got the mass that leaks, and it's just like I've really gotten tired of this machine after all this time. So I was hoping to get that, but try it. So I get these constant people calling that want me to enroll in a healthcare plan. They know, too, I'm on some list somewhere that says I'm, you know, older and I may be doing one of these Medicare Advantage type plans. So anyway, I was hoping to do that because even if I did it for a short while, it would get me on the right track, you know. There's nothing like losing weight to make you think that you can lose more weight. So I guess for now, I'm not going to have that. And I'd go see the sleep doctor again, not for a couple months, but I might give them a call. And I just would really like to try something like that. And why would I want to try that when people say, oh, diet pills, don't do that, don't do that? Well, as far as anyone I've talked to, like doctors and pharmacists, is that it works really well. Which to me is a lot more important than seeing a commercial with these fat people singing, dancing around, and then the super long list of all of these things that can go wrong with you from taking it. It's much more interesting to me that, the reports that pharmacists and doctors get back is this is really working well. So that's why I wanted to try it. But looks like I'm going to have to try doing regular old willpower. But you can see how good at that so far. But we'll try. I'm retired now. So, yeah, I spend some time out of the house, but then I'm in the house. And then, eat between meals and stuff. So somehow I've got to conquer that. And I found if I buy some junk food and say to myself, I'm only going to have one of these a day, I end up having 3 a day or something. It's not, if it's in the house, it's ready to be eaten. So that's it anyway. So here I will be with my little, today I've got this, which is about 280 calories. Yesterday I ate a First Strike sandwich, which was somewhere around 300 calories. So there's a scoop. Now, if you've taken Zepbound, please comment below. And it's funny, the same drug is marketed under 2 names, okay? It's marketed as a diabetic drug with a different name. I forget what it is. And then for the overweight people with sleep apnea, it has a different name. So it's kind of like, come on, I don't know, that seems kind of foolish. If you go into a drugstore and look at things, they'll have Motrin, right? Ibuprofen, and they'll have a bottle of one of it. And then down later in this woman's problem section, they'll have things for menstrual cramps and things like that, right? And you'll see another bottle there. And it's more expensive. You turn it over and you see it's got the same ingredients as the less expensive Motrin that was just, 10 feet away on the aisle. So I'm always suspect when they have 2 names for the same product. But please tell me what you think if you've Zepbound and you found it was good, you had to go off of it, or what. Let me know. And I also have central sleep apnea. So that means there's something in your central nervous system, like your brain, that just forgets to send the message to breathe. And that's not too good. So that doesn't matter what you weigh, but hopefully that's a smaller part of my problem. I don't know. But I'd like to try it. And we'll just have to see. Maybe I can get... Now, I have a high A1C, but it's not high enough to make me diabetic. The doctor said, of course, and I'd never do this, he wouldn't want me to either, if I somehow make my blood sugar and A1C number go up a few points, then they'd say, oh, you're diabetic, you can have it. So, I don't know. I want to prevent going there. So, the big eating willpower thing will continue. Starting yesterday, continuing today. Bye.